Hi guys, so today I will be discussing the interactive advanced concept where I did the iodine clock reaction. So for the interactive advanced concept, I had my cup A, which contains vitamin C, distilled water, and iodine, and my cup B right here, which contains cornstarch, hydrogen peroxide, and distilled water. And then I combine the cup A to cup B to this cup right here. And I'm waiting for the solution or the mixed A and B to turn blue. For this, I had to take my cup A and I crushed two 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C tablets. And I got it to like a fine powdery substance and I added it to the cup. Then I added 60 milliliters of distilled water to the cup. And then I stirred the cup for about 30 to 40 seconds. Then, using a coffee filter, I filtered the water and put the water back in the cup. And then I put 60 milliliters of iodine to cup A. And lastly, I had to add 500 milliliters of distilled water to cup A. Now, for cup B, I added 0.4 grams of cornstarch, which is about like a half of a spoonful. And then I added 350 milliliters of distilled water and stirred the cup. And then I microwaved the cup to make the solution look a little bit more clear. But because it wasn't clear enough, I filtered it through 4 coffee filters. And once it was clear enough, I added 150 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide to cup B. So then I had my cup A and my cup B, and I combined them to this cup, and I added equal amount solution of A and B. And if it does turn blue, the reason why is because this cup here is going through a couple reactions are taking place, which are the I2 iodine equals the I iodide plus 2H acidic protons. And the other one is H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide plus 2I, which is the iodide, plus 2H acidic protons, equals I2 plus 2H2O, plus 2H2O is the water. And then when the vitamin C runs out, the reaction in this cup should become I2 iodine plus I iodide equals I3 triiodide. It will starch, which should become the blue iodine starch complex. And because of the excess amount of hydrogen peroxide, the vitamin C in the cup becomes consumed. And when iodide plus iodine becomes triiodide, or I3, this complex is with the cornstarch. And what's left over is the blue complex that is left, and it is just the triiodide and the cornstarch. So a few factors that could really affect like how long it takes would be like the temperature of the reaction and the concentrations of cup A to cup B. If I put more of cup A than cup B, it might take slower or vice versa. And another thing would be that if the hydrogen peroxide was increased, then the color would change quicker. And if there was more vitamin C, the color would change slower because it would take more time for the vitamin C to run out and for the blue iodine starch complex reaction to occur. And a couple of ways I could speed up the reaction would be to make the temperature higher. Oh, never mind. So a couple ways to speed up the reaction would be the higher the temperature, the shorter it would take for the complex to turn blue. So I did put both of them in, or cup B in the microwave for one of the steps. So hopefully the higher temperature will make the reaction go quicker. And it has been a couple of minutes now that I'm waiting for the reaction. So hopefully it will turn blue in a little bit, but definitely the concentration of the materials I used and the temperatures of cup A and cup B were definitely both big factors that are affecting how long it takes for the reaction to occur. So the reaction did work, and it took about 10 to 12 minutes for it to turn blue. It started to turn a little darker around like 7 to 8 minutes, and then around 10 to 12 minutes, it really started to turn this dark blue, which means that all of the vitamin C ran out and that the iodine clock reaction does work.